It's Soaptalk with Lisa Rinna and Ty Treadway. On today's show, find out why Vanessa Marcel has finally decided to reveal all.
Our next guest is best known as Brenda Barrett on General Hospital. Now she's bringing her amazing talent to primetime, finally, in NBC's newest hit, Las Vegas. Let's take a look.
Danny?
Jane! I hate running into women I used to date.
Are you, like, stalking me?
No.
Because you know there's laws against that. I'm sorry. I didn't return your phone calls, and you're, like, all obsessed with me.
I'm not obsessed with you.
Here's the thing. You're really cute, but I didn't think there were any sparks whatsoever between us.
I'm looking for Sam.
Oh. He's not here.
Please welcome the one and only Vanessa Marcel. I like the fishnets. Very sexy.
It's like grown-up chairs.
Well,
very much so. Welcome. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure, right? My God. First of all, I've been a big fan for a long time, and you're gorgeous. I mean, in person, you're more gorgeous than on television. You're one I'm jealous of, I have to say.
You're so full
Please. It's true.
you two girls want me to leave the room. I'll leave the room right now. I'll tell you. It's good for ratings.
I was just standing over there thinking, look at that butt on
I know.
her.
You know what it is? It's this.
Kidding me with the butt on this girl.
Oh, hers. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. I do that all the time.
Okay, let's
Yours
talk.
is all right.
Las Vegas,
Las
new
Vegas.
show. Huge. Playing Sam?
Yes.
Having fun?
I'm having so much fun.
Great character.
Yes, it's a really fun character. There's 4 girls on the show, and she's, I think, a bit of a mystery, which is why I really liked her. She's so different from other characters that I've played because she is determined not to show her emotions to anybody.
How different for an actor, too,
Yeah.
because we're taught to show our emotions.
Yes, and she holds them in at all costs. And I think it's interesting because there's a lot more people like that in the world, you know, who stuff their emotions. So it's kind of, it's interesting to play her.
She's a very powerful character, too. I mean, she's a very independent, strong character. I watched, they just had a rerun of both shows. I guess there are 2 of them that have aired so far, right?
Oh, did
both
they?
Las Vegas, yeah, on Saturday night. So I watched them back to back. It's
Who knew?
really, really good. Now, this is the first time you worked with Josh?
Yes, it's the first time I had ever even met Josh. I left in '98, and I guess that's when he started. So we missed each other. So I had no idea. He's huge. I mean, he's huge.
He looks
tall, huge, too.
He's very tall,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's huge. When we were shooting in Vegas, there was girls screaming and taking their tops off. And
huge star ahead of him.
hot.
Yeah.
He's so hot.
But here's the funny thing that watching that show is Molly Sims, Josh, and you don't know which one you want. I mean, there's so much chemistry going on there.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I have more chemistry, I think, with the women on the show, so I'm pushing for a kind of girl-on-girl storyline.
Really?
Interesting. Now,
Not really.
Are you a method actor?
Let me ask you this. Why did you choose this show? Because I'm sure you had many to choose from.
I actually, well, I don't know about many, but there was 2 other shows that we were looking at, and they were leads again, like Brenda, and I just decided that I really wanted a role that was part of an ensemble cast. So, you know, it's like an ER where one show you're in a lot, and then in another show I might be in maybe 2 scenes. So this gives me maybe 2 to 3 days a week to spend with my son Kassius.
Yeah. How old's Kassius now?
Yeah.
He's 18 months.
Oh, delicious.
He's so delicious.
Delicious age.
Now, has the time just flown by? I mean, that's why you've been very protective of your time.
You really have, and I admire that so much also being a mother. You have said, you know, I want to work, but my son comes first. My child comes first, and that's very admirable.
Yeah, he does, and that is really the only reason why I left General Hospital, because the hours were too long for me.
Right.
And I couldn't be in I was in 5 days a week for 6 months straight. There was one day that I had off in 6 months, and I just felt like I missed too much with him.
Well, because Brenda was such a popular character again, and again, great chemistry with everybody you work with on GH.
Well,
with
I had
Maurice
great
and
co-stars. So
Steve.
amazing co-stars.
Well, and you won an Emmy.
Yeah, congratulations.
6 months. I mean, that's pretty amazing to go back for
truly
six
amazing
months
to me.
and win an Emmy. I mean,
Yeah.
that says a lot.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No, I gotta ask you this. Emmy night. What's the whole nervous little trait you've got when you're nervous and you're winning an Emmy?
I'm nervous no matter what I'm doing. So
Really?
Emmy night, it just pushes me over the edge. I was really nervous, and I would have rather have been at home in jeans and had somebody brought me the Emmy to my hotel room. That's what I would prefer.
No question.
I can't walk in heels. I'm not good at all that stuff. I mean, Lisa's there. She looks like a, friggin' rock star.
Holy! Come on. No,
I'm like, oh, there's Lisa. She can walk in her heels.
Yeah,
Damn it.
no. You know I can't.
Yeah, you
It's an illusion. It's all of it. Come on. All an illusion. Absolutely. You've been a workaholic. You've been known to be a workaholic. Having your son, did that change everything for you?
It really did change everything for me. I just feel like my whole heart is full now, and I think I was a workaholic before because I was trying to fill some space inside of myself, and I don't feel that empty space anymore. I feel like I know why I'm here, and I think raising a child's the most important job you can have
No question.
in the world.
You know what? It's the only important job. It helps our species survive. Let me ask you this. Does it also make you a better actress?
It's tough because I can't watch myself and I can't judge my acting. So other people have said, Maurice Bernard said when I came back that I was way better than I had been before, and I trust his judgment, so I guess so. But I can't judge my own work. It's really tough for me.
Do you feel differently acting now that you're a mother?
I actually felt like maybe I wasn't quite as connected because I'm thinking about, he's really like in my mind 24 hours a day. But obviously, I guess I was doing all right.
Yeah, better than all right.
Yeah.
Emmy winner.
Guess it turned out okay. I don't
And
know.
Maurice actually gave you some advice when you first came to the show, right? When you first came to GH, he kind of
He told me
helped you
to
out.
learn to act.
Seriously.
There you go.
He says he doesn't remember saying this, but he said, "You're cute, but you suck." And if
Really?
Yes. And he said, if you're going to work with me, you better become an actress. Otherwise, I'm going to, eat you up in the scenes, and you're going to look horrible. And so I did. I went and started taking acting lessons, and I listened to everything he told me. He took me under his wing, and God bless him for that. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be where I am today without Maurice.
Oh.
Wow.
That's very cool.
Well, you just did we want to talk about your lifetime intimate portrait when we come back. You just did that. Don't go away. We'll be right back with Vanessa Marcel.
Coming up next, Vanessa Marcel talks about her relationship with a music legend.
I can tell you this about Brenda. If I end up playing Brenda for the rest of my life, I'd be happy. They always say there's one character that really, if you're lucky as an actor, you get to play one character that you were born to play. And I believe I was born to play Brenda.
Last night, we're back with Vanessa Marcel. How about that?
So sweet.
An intimate
I say that?
portrait.
I know,
That's
yeah,
a big
that was-
deal.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? You had one too.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
It
a little scary.
is.
Do you think it's a little scary to
I
have
was
your life out
terrified.
there like
yes,
that?
I was terrified to
Because
do
you're known
it.
to be a very private person. You're very protective of
Really
your privacy.
private, yeah.
And-
I don't usually talk about anything personal. So
What
it
made
was-
What
you-
made you?
You know, I said no a few times, and then my mother and I were talking, and I was saying, Mom, I really wish I had pictures of you, or even like a little piece of video of you when you were young, talking about how you felt about me or whatever. And she said, intimate portrait. And so I did it for Kassius, because when he
a great
grows
idea.
up, he can watch it and go, God, you were so young.
Plus, you can skip the whole scrapbook thing because that's a whole mess that never works
Oh,
out.
that's great. No, that's
So I did it for
nice.
him. Yeah, I thought he would enjoy looking at
Oh,
that.
that's nice. That's very cool.
Well, I had heard a story a long time ago that
Uh-oh.
there was a very famous song written about you.
Oh, see, how did I know? I had an instinct it was going to go in a bad direction.
Is that a bad direction?
No, it's not a bad direction. Yes, I did have a song written about me.
Yes. Tell us about it.
Prince wrote a song called The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. It's actually a song about inner beauty because there's strong women achieving their goals in the video. There's Nona Gay becoming the first female black president. There's a woman having a baby. I'm accepting an Academy Award. It's just women achieving their dreams. And so that's really what it was about. Obviously, it's not aesthetically the most beautiful.
No, but it's sort of a premonition. I mean, to be in that
Could be.
video and then you're up accepting an Emmy, that's cool. And
Yeah,
so
not
who
bad.
knows? Next is an Academy Award.
Oh, God.
How did you guys become
Can you imagine
friends?
having to walk at the Academy Awards in heels?
Forget it. Flip-flops.
Forget it.
Flip-flops.
I'm too short to wear flip-flops. Otherwise, I would.
Maybe I could come up with a high heel flip-flop that's comfortable.
I'm up to that.
Didn't the Spice Girls already do that? No?
Oh,
They have a high
yeah,
heel
she
flip-flop?
did, didn't
Oh.
she? Like laced up. Okay, we'll
something
figure
We
something
could
out.
figure that out, right? I could like rock the
Absolutely.
Badgley Mishka gown really long.
The two
with
of
some
you
pennies
together
underneath,
can
some
pull
Uggs.
anything off. I'm telling you right now.
Man, you betcha.
Kidding me? Like a fashion trend waiting
And
to
yes, I
happen.
have been to your store.
Have you? Yes,
It
you
is
have.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You wrote me a sweet little note. I was in Canada when you came in.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
I was so jealous because I'm trying to kind of make that happen myself.
Speaking
so.
of you, and I say go girl because you have your own line of children's clothes.
Yes.
Can we go look at it?
Yes,
Because it's
let's go
right
look at it.
behind me.
Right behind you.
Wow. Now, obviously inspired by your son.
Yes, even though I made a lot of pink things because I want to have a girl next.
Do you?
Yes.
How many children do you want to have?
I want to have 4.
What?
Yeah. I want a huge
Do you want
family.
like 2? Do you want 3?
Oh, I don't care.
You don't care, just
Doesn't
healthy.
matter. Just 4 healthy.
And throw one girl in there for good measure.
Just one girl would be nice.
I love it
But
so
it's kind of it's kind of a couture line, which means that it's just there's one of everything and it's vintage material. So this is like
This is
a little
unbelievable.
vintage newborn jacket, and it's
It's very cute.
Is that the cutest
and that's
thing?
it. That will be the only one. So when you buy that,
You're done.
you're done.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you'll be the coolest kid in the nursery, of course.
Well, of
Forgot to mention
course.
that.
How did you come up with this? I mean, obviously you have a son, but what made you say, I want to make a children's clothing line?
You know, when my son was born, I didn't really love a lot of the clothes that were out there for him, so I just started making them, and then I just loved it so much. I had fun, and I always wanted kind of like something special on him that I knew somebody else didn't have. You know, and that I could keep in a little hope chest and save until he got older for him to give to his babies
Right.
and stuff like that.
All right, so come take us down here and we'll...
you can
see what
get
else.
stuff special ordered to have
cute. Look
your...
at...
Oh, there we go. One of
You
a
didn't
kind,
see that.
broken
One of a-
already.
Okay, now this one's done.
All right, that's so cute.
So this is
All
what
right.
you just embroidered. Now, so you
Look at
started
these.
sewing all this stuff
They're
yourself?
Levi's.
Yeah, they're little old Levi's, and you
Yeah.
embroidery the baby's initials on the knees.
Now, are you
cute.
handy? Do you do this yourself?
Yeah.
You don't.
All of these?
I do.
You go.
See, you didn't know, did you?
No clue.
Multi-talented.
You know what? I am impressed by that. High five me on that.
And I love doing it. I mean, I never thought I'd be the girl who's kind of like, I
Look
want to
at
stay home and
these.
have babies and sew.
But there you
There's
go.
little guys that come in the pockets for them to play with.
Look at that.
So do you get your inspirations from Kassius himself, or?
Well, not the pink
Look at-
clothes.
Of course.
How cute is that? Look at those little pants. God, I want to have a boy just to get some of these clothes. No, I didn't just say that, did I?
Uh-oh, number 3.
Oh,
Let's get
God.
pregnant together.
Okay.
No.
Wait, hold on. Again, this is a Disney show. You can't do that here.
Can you imagine me with
Right now.
like working with you pregnant? Oh, gee.
It would be hot. It would be so hot.
I know.
Yeah,
See, I
I'd quit
can't be
my
the hot
job right
Vegas
now,
girl
I'll tell you.
pregnant, but you can be the pregnant girl.
I could do it. I
You
could do it.
here.
Oh, well.
Vanessa, thank
Vanessa.
you very much for
Thank
joining
you so
us.
much.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, don't go away. We will be right